Alright, hello, welcome back to the channel. This, of course, is another anime reaction video, and today we're going to be reacting to more Gintama. And by today, I mean actually the same day I recorded the last one. Isn't that crazy? Through the power of the internet, you're seeing this like a day or two after the last reaction, which is crazy. But if you don't remember, which I don't know why you wouldn't remember, because it was only like a day or two ago when I uploaded the last reaction. Get your shit together, okay? Jesus. But, in the last two episodes, in the last episode, episode 30, nope, 40, we had an unfortunate cliffhanger, but since I'm recording this the same day as last time, it's not that big of a deal for me. But, Kagura is probably either going to go home to her dad, or she's going to start wandering the earth, not sure exactly what to do, because her father, who she doesn't want to go back with, keeps insisting that she come back with him. And Gintoki, who had basically been her new dad, her stepdad, here on Earth, where she wants to be. She wants to be on the planet. She wants to be with Gintoki, her new dad. But for some reason, he's told her to go back home with her dad. And again, I'm thinking it's like a Ryuji, Taiga, Toradora thing, where he just thinks that it's the best for her to go back home with her father, but really he doesn't want her to, because it's really a bad idea to go with her father. But, you know, we don't know, because I haven't started the episode, you know? What the fuck was I? But anyway. Yeah. So with that all being said, we're going to get started with episode 41, I think. Yes, episode 41 of Gintama. As always, link in the description to the uncut reaction on Pixel Drain and BitChute. So go ahead and watch the reaction over there and come back onto YouTube for the discussion. Real quick, before I forget, I need to go look up Sho Hayami. Alright, I was right. It is Sho Hayami. There he is. There's a Umebozo. That's Kagura's father, voiced by Sho Hayami. I was right. I don't know why I got so hung up on that. And he also voiced, you know, Sosuke Aizen. I can't wait to see him again in the 1,000-Year Blood War anime. But anyway, I don't want to spend too much time talking about this episode, because I just want to get into the next episode pretty quickly, not gonna lie. But this episode is definitely different from most episodes, considering it's going to continue the story into a third part, which is insane to me. But, ugh. Oh boy. Anyway. Holy shit. Okay, so obviously I knew from the start Gintoki wasn't gonna let things go quietly. Like, I don't even I guess I don't know if Gintoki would have gone back. Maybe like sometime after. Like, if this alien didn't show up, Gintoki might have like eventually been like, damn, I miss Kagura. I need to go find her again, because it sucks not having her around. Eventually, I feel like that might have happened. But Shinpachi, a legend as always, had to go first to make sure he can stop her. And I really like that line from Shinpachi, where he was saying that he's the same as Kagura, and that they both love it here, and they both love it at Yorozuya, despite all of the negatives, like not being paid, always being in danger, always like getting like angry at each other. But even still, they have a deep bond. They love each other, and they really care about each other, and that's part of the reason why they get so angry with each other, is because they really care and everything. And that was a really good moment as well. I like that. That was really wholesome. And seeing Kagura cry, and seeing a bit of Kagura's backstory too. Like, I was wondering about her backstory, like way back when first watched the episode, when she was introduced. I always wondered if we were going to learn more about her, and we learned more. They lived on a rainy planet. We haven't seen much about her mom yet. I don't know if that'll get explored in the future, but yeah. I don't know how to be. I don't know how to feel about her father personally. I'm not a fan. Since he was always sort of like in and out of her life, back on their original nest, and when Kagura decided she wanted to find somewhere else with people that weren't constantly like fluctuating between being there and then not being there, and then him suddenly showing up out of nowhere and be like, "No, you gotta come back with me. I swear, I promise, I'll make up for it this time and not be in and out when it comes to your life. I promise I won't be like that again." And he might not be, but I'm leaning towards more not liking him because I've had that experience of wanting the best for a parent-child reunion, but having it blow up in my face, like when I was watching Toradora. So, yeah, and that was I also like that moment when they were seeing on the news that where Kagura was getting attacked, and even though, again, it's hard to read Gintoki's face to understand his emotions, and you more have to understand his emotions based on his words and actions. And I think that's one of the things that speaks the loudest about Gintoki. Like, I always Gintoki cared about her, but it's made even more plainly obvious when he saw the fighting going down, and before anybody could like really say anything to him directly, like Hasegawa was about to talk to him because it's like, "Hey, isn't that Kagura?" He was, "I'm gone. I need to get there right now and protect her." You know. I love the dynamic that Yoda has. Just all three of them are so they work so well. And I love they brought back the joke of Sogo very like dispassionately saying, "We've got you surrounded. Your mother's here. What would she say about this whole situation?" And Kondo dressed up as an alien again. I'm surprised he goes along with that. Oh boy. Well, I'm kind of glad, because I was considering watching episode 40 in the last including episode 40 in the last reaction, or 41, excuse me. I was considering including 41 in the episode 39 and 40 reaction, because I was like, God damn it, another fucking cliffhanger. But now that I know that 41 has a cliffhanger and 42 may or may not be the end of it, I'm kind of happy I chose to just go with the standard 2 episode per video. But with that all being said, that's pretty much all I had to say with this episode. We're gonna get started with episode 42. Alright, so what the fuck? Okay, so with that is basically what I assumed to be the end of what I guess could be called the Umibozo arc, or the Kagura's dad arc, or whatever you want to call it, or the mini arc. But that was a really good set of episodes. I really liked it. And you know what? I've mentioned it. People have mentioned it in the comments, but I would not want to have watched this first serious bit without all of like the goofy episodic comedy episodes before it. Like I've heard people say online that they dropped Gintama early because they just didn't vibe with the comedy, and that's probably because they were told like, oh, it's this really amazing, well written, serious thing, but that's not a majority of what it is or something. I don't know, but if someone who knew Gintama had like serious, well written arcs or whatever, and they didn't want to go through the how many episodes? The like the 40 or so previous episodes before like 40 to 42, which is what I'm gonna consider like the first more serious arc or mini arc. I'll consider it the first, but like they would not appreciate these 3 episodes, 40 to 42, as much as they wouldn't get the maximum amount of like enjoyability or like satisfaction or like emotional like investment in those 3 episodes in this mini arc if they didn't have the context of the previous like 30, well, like 40-ish episodes, 30, 40 something-ish episodes, because so much of it is based on like the on the previously established characters and their relationships and their personalities, and it's like, man, I don't know. And I'm sure some people might call that bad writing, that we have to go through 30 plus episodes of unconnected like comedy just to get to like a serious drama or whatever. But I don't know. I think that's just like a case of people going in with preconceived notions and being mad when they're not met instead of enjoying things for what they are. Because I truly think if you didn't watch a single one of like the 39, well, I guess technically 37, because if you're not including the first two episodes, but if you didn't watch the previous 37 episodes before this, like if you didn't even watch one of them, you're missing out on why these 3 episodes work so well as like an emotional piece, because it's about the characters and who they are, and not knowing who these characters are before watching it is really going to damage your enjoyment of it. Like I think there's like a few episodes you could skip, obviously, like the one about Katsura and Ikumatsu, I think is her name. But even still, it's such a good episode. Why would you skip? But yeah, so amazing 3 episodes. I really like how they gave more depth to the father, instead of it just ending at he was kind of he was a scumbag, a dick father who was never there for his child, and now he's back. And sure, he is protecting his daughter now, but he was kind of still never there to begin with. But when they explain why he wasn't there for Kagura for a lot of her youth, honestly, I definitely appreciate him like as a character and as a person more, because it's like that's totally a valid reason to be, absentee, even though it's a scumbag thing to do, to be an absentee father. I'm here to say being an absentee father isn't cool. Be there for your child or don't have a child at all type thing, But or give them to somebody who will be there for the child, which is kind of like what's going on here with Gintoki, stepdad, But fuck. What was I saying? Yeah. So the added depth was really welcome. See that he wasn't just like a guy who decided, I don't want to be around my stupid kid, or like, my kid is cool and all, but I want to go have adventure and stuff. I don't want to be tied down by some fucking kid. And so I think that goes to show that Sorachi makes sure that his characters aren't one-dimensional or even two-dimensional. They're more than like meets the eye. There's more to them than just what you're seeing of them. Like if you're quick to judge him, the father, Umibozo, at the beginning as like just like a shitbag dad, and that would be a valid reason to think that, but he, as these 3 episodes go on, it's kind of, you can still think of him as a shitbag, but I mean, I think there's reasons to like sort of forgive him and be like, yeah, in the past it makes sense why you did that, and if you're gonna change, like even though he was saying people don't change to Kagura, which is what he was saying to convince her to come back with him, he's in itself, like in himself, proving that that's false, that people can't change, because Kagura wants to change. She wants to be able to protect people and not just hurt people, and he wants to change because he doesn't want to run away, because he wants to get over his fear that he will hurt his family because of that tradition and because of how inherently strong their group of people are. And so I think it was done on purpose, and I don't think it was explicitly pointed out, but his whole, Kagura, you gotta come home with me because people can't change, that's hypocritical of him, because he wants to change too, in a way. So I think that was a really interesting like plot point, basically. Oh my can you hear my voice is starting to go? Man. But and man, I knew Kagura wasn't gonna leave Yorozuya. But I was still scared and very happy when she decided this, or when she was basically stated, of course she's not leaving, she's gonna stay here. And I like how, even though it wasn't really a Shinpachi centric episode, Shinpachi got a decent amount of stuff to do. Like him going out for Kagura, that was awesome. And him like crying and being emotional when it was coming towards like the group, like and possible changes in like the people that were gonna be in the group. That was really cool too. I relate to Shinpachi in that regard, because even though I would be mad at Gintoki for abandoning Kagura, I would still stay. You know. I also alright. So I'll real quick. Excuse me. I'll go look. But there was some decent animation in here too. Specifically when it came to the monster. I'll just real quick. Let me find it. When they took down the core or whatever. Some nice animation from what I remember. Yeah, it was really smooth. Maybe it's because it's more abstract, and that's why it looks so good. But who knows? Honestly, it was just perfect. These 3 episodes were amazing. I love it. I loved them. That's pretty much all I had to say about it, though. So if you enjoyed this reaction video, make sure to hit the like button, and if you want to see more Gintama reactions, make sure to subscribe, turn on the notification bell. Thank you all for watching.